Hi, friends. How are you today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, oh my God, it's a special guest. It's Whitney Person. All right, before I'm going to even let her talk, promise you'll get to talk. So I went to the wrong event at the wrong place at the wrong time years ago. And it was the best ever because Whitney Person was out there and she was so gracious. And I said, I think I'm in the wrong place. She said, come on in, come in and join us. This is what happens when you show up. You meet people like Whitney. We were hugging at the end of the meeting. So I will shut up now, and I would love to introduce you to Whitney Person with Serenity Benefits Group. Whitney, it is so good to see you after all this time.
It's good to see you too. Thank you so much. It's so good to reconnect with you and see you again and catch up. Thank you for what you're doing.
Oh no, thank you. I was so excited. So Whitney has the health insurance category in the brand new Greenway Plaza Group. Yay! So exciting. I called Whitney. She goes, I'm in. I'm like, okay, I'm in. All right, enough about me. So tell us about, you do health insurance. You do group, individual, Medicare, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes, absolutely. So I have a little intro. I guess I'll give my little intro.
Do it.
So yes, thank you for having me on this call. My name is Whitney, like Houston, or you can say Whitney in Houston. My last name is Person. That is my real last name, just like one people. But I tell people I'm just call me Whitney, the health insurance person. You see what I did there? Yes. Yeah. So, Whitney in Houston, the health insurance person. So now you can't forget it. But yes, I am a health insurance broker. And so broker, what that means is basically that I don't work for any one particular insurance company. I can actually write policies with any insurance company. So it allows me to tailor policies to my clients' needs or align them with the policy that's going to best fit their needs, whether it be doctors that they need to go see, medications that need to be covered, so on and so forth. And so my specialty is in health. I do work with Medicare beneficiaries. So that's people who are looking for assistance with Medicare Advantage plans or Medicare supplements. I work with individuals and families when it comes to finding health coverage through the health insurance marketplace, through private plans, short-term plans, other various forms of health coverage options. And I do employee group benefits, which I love as well. I love working with employers and helping them, provide benefits for their team. And certainly they have a lot of questions about that, but there's a lot of things that they can do when it comes to providing a great benefit package for their team.
Okay, so we're going to step back for a second. So let's go back to kind of deep dive into that you can write any policy with any company. That gives a lot of flexibility to people. You have choices, you get better rates, and you get right? You get better choices.
Yes, it's a very client-centered approach, and it's great because things change with people, right? You never know what may change. And if that's the case, I'm able to continue to work with my clients and move them as their needs change to maybe a different policy, a different insurance company, whatever that is. We just want to make sure that they remain in the position that's most ideal for their situation at the time. But as we know, things change, so we can still work together year after year.
Yeah, so that gives it flexibility, competitive rates. Do not do this on your own.
I wouldn't advise it.
It's too confusing, and Whitney will cut through all the red tape. She lays out the plans that best suits you. You have options, you have direction. She will do that for you. All right. So
when well, I was going to add to that when I'm working with my clients, insurance, it sounds like word soup to most people. So I always like to start really with the basics. Whenever I'm meeting with a client, we'll just briefly go over health insurance terminology. We'll go over what options are truly available. Because, I tell everybody this, like, it feels like when you're looking for health coverage, it's like being dropped in the middle of the jungle in the middle of the night. Where does this end? Where does it begin? What animals live here, right? So I literally have it all mapped out, and I'm like, these are truly the different ways that you can go about this. And every every strategy is different. Every strategy is going to have its pros and its cons. Here they are. Now you feel empowered to make an educated decision about what's best for you.
Right. So the language is put into information that you can understand and digest.
Correct. Because I think that's the most challenging thing when it comes to insurance. Most people, we were never really educated on it. And, most people don't know what they don't know. And so I love turning that light bulb on for people when they're like, oh, I get it now. This makes sense. So that really is kind of my why. Because I just my past and how I got into insurance as well is sort of like when that light bulb was turned on for me, I was like, oh, this is great. This is a practical life skill to have, which actually led me to getting into my insurance career.
Well, we are all thankful because you help protect families and lives and livelihoods and legacies. And so you're there to help us. So what is... Yes. And she's lovely. All right. So tell me about group insurance. What does group insurance mean in a simple form that we can all understand?
So yes, most companies require 2 employees to write a group, and even 1099s are considered common law employees, and so can be considered common law employees. So a lot of people don't realize that, but there is a specific insurance carrier that allows a 1-person group, actually. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me.
So what are I'm coming in this, I'm totally ignorant. What are some of the advantages of a group insurance? What does that mean?
So I would say for one big thing is that you can get PPO options, particularly in the state of Texas, where they can be limited to individuals. PPOs are a little bit limited to individuals. So you can create your own plan designs. And essentially it is, it's definitely a great way for employers to attract and retain talent for their team, because health and benefits are for the average family, it's their first or second largest expense next to their rent or mortgage. And so they're looking for benefits, and so it's really great to be able to work with employers to make that less frightening and less daunting when they're ready, when they know that that's something that they really want to do for their team. And most employers do, they want to do it, but they're just scared to to start digging into it.
Because it's scary and it's confusing.
But it doesn't have to be.
Right, because we call Whitney and she'll take care of it. But
it doesn't have to be.
All right. So why do you do what you do? What's the best thing about what you do?
So thank you for asking. Well, my why is kind of empowering people, right, to understand. I mean, health, we all have a body, right? Everybody has a body and we all need to take care of it. And we all know, I think Father Time has the effect. So it's important. It's very practical, first and foremost. It's important. It's something that everybody needs. It's something that nobody understands. And so I really enjoy empowering people to understand their benefits, how they can, make better healthcare choices when it comes to using their benefits. And that has a lot to do with my why.
You're changing lives. You really are. And that's so admirable and honorable. And we're just very lucky that you're on our side with the health insurance, because it can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Yes. And so it's always, I always tell people, I'm happy whether you're my client or not, I'm happy to be a resource for you.
Educate.
Right. Well, I'm happy because, I talk with a lot of people every day that aren't necessarily my clients, but they just need help understanding what's going on, what their options are. And that's totally fine. Because the last place you want to go is to the internet. The internet is like the wild, wild west.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's just a lot of websites out there that are really just designed to capture information and then you don't know it. You think you're actually just getting something like a quote or whatever, and your phone starts ringing off the hook for 6 months, 6 months and up, for who knows however long. And it's just a horrible situation. So there's only a few safe websites that people can go to. So I like to tell, there's a lot of I can easily cut to the chase with what it is that you're looking for, what you need. And so, yeah, I'm happy to do that. It's, it feels good.
Oh, good. So what's the best way to reach you? Cell phone, email, both? What's the best way?
Both. Yes. So, can I put?
Yes. What's your
Okay,
cell phone?
so it's 713-969-0404.
All right. Say it one more time.
713-969-0404.
Perfect. Now, email.
Yes, it's going to be Whitney at serenitybenefitsgroup.com. So that's benefits with an S.
Perfect.
So serenitybenefitsgroup.com.
Just like her little sign, her logo.
Yeah.
And is it that way or this way? I don't know. All right, Whitney, I'm so excited to see you again. I could gush all over you. So thank you so much for your information. Do not do this on your own. She will cut through the red tape. She will make it easy to understand, and she will get you the best policy for you and your family, your group, whatever. You're in good hands.
And yes, you can ask. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the opportunity to be on this call and to work with the wonderful network of professionals that you're building. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, well, we're going to do very well together. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. All right, my friends, say goodbye to Whitney Person. There's no S, Person.
Like when people.
Yes. All right, so my friends, be safe, be well, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.